Today I am going to demonstrate an experiment that is displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? I have taught you in the class that the displacement reaction is one in which the more active metal displaces the less active metal from the compound of its own solution. As I have taken the example today of iron reacts with the copper sulphate, it will form the iron sulphate and the copper. As we know the copper, as I will demonstrate to you little while, the iron element is a black in color, and we will make a solution of copper sulphate. It is blue in color. When we react with the two reactants, what will happen? The iron will displace the copper from the sulphate, and it will form the iron sulphate, and green color solution is formed. And the red colored solid is settled down. That is our copper metal. And we know we can use other elements, other reactants as example. If we take a zinc element and the copper sulphate, if we react with these two reactants, same the displacement reaction occur here. Zinc will displace the copper, as we know that zinc is the more reactive element than copper. So zinc will displace copper from copper sulphate solution and form the zinc sulphate and copper. And same I will demonstrate you now. Displace. This is our this chemical is copper sulphate. Look at its color. This is copper sulphate. This is metal, zinc metal. You can use in displacement reaction. I show we can use copper, we can use zinc, because zinc is also more active than copper, and iron is also more active than copper. And you can use zinc or you can use iron. We will use both the metals and into reactions. This is iron granules, zinc granules, and this powder, this black powder is iron. What we do? We will add some copper sulphate in the beaker. This is copper sulphate, and you will see the color of the solution. We know because we know that during the reaction, how can we identify the reaction has takes place? By changing color. This is water bottle. I will add some water in it. By changing color, by elution of gas, formation of precipitate. This is our copper sulphate solution, and this is our styrene rod. I will first dissolve the copper sulphate in the solution, and we know this color is blue in color. It is intense blue. And this displacement reaction is endothermic reaction. It requires first activation. It requires activation. We have to give activation either by heating it or by adding some acid. First, I will dissolve it completely so that if reaction takes place, how can you identify the reaction takes place? Color changes, evolution of gas, precipitate formation, state change. Many of these characteristics are by which you can identify the reaction. First, you will see the color of copper sulphate solution. Copper sulphate solution is the blue in color. Now, for activation, for the purpose of activation, I will add some 3 to 4 ml of sulfuric acid in it. I have made it in front of you little while. I will add 3 to 4 ml of sulfuric acid in it. What is the purpose of sulfuric acid? To activate the reaction. Because this displacement reaction is an endothermic reaction. It requires activation. You can activate this reaction either by heating or by adding acid. Now I will pour some. I think all the copper sulphate has been dissolved. Now I will add some. This is our iron metal. I will add iron metal in it. If the displacement takes place, then the color should disappear or some other color should be appear. Now I will add this copper powder in it. You can observe. Now I continuously stir it. It is because I have already told you it is the endothermic reaction. It requires half to 1 minute, half a minute to occur. You can see how color is going to disappear. You can see how the reaction is taking place. The iron metal that we poured in it, it was in black in color. You can see the precipitate, it is red in color.
Yes, sir.
Then what is this red color precipitate?
Zoom.
It is FeSO4 plus 2.
This red color precipitate is precipitate not this settle down, which said that is copper, that is copper. While this iron sulphate, it will remain dissolved in the solution. This is filter boy, filter it. You can see the reaction, how vigorous is the reaction, how vigorous is the displacement it takes place.
नीचे उठो. माशाल्लाह.
Initially, what was the color of the solution?
Blue.
Now check out, is it blue?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
So it is
color.
So what does it indicate?
That
The reaction has
Displacement
occurred.
reaction has taken place.
Now I will filter it.
उधर यहाँ से दिखाओ.
It is colorless solution.
Yes, sir.
Is it colorless?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This filtrate that comes down through the filter paper, this is filtrate. This filtrate contains iron sulphate, and the residue that will remain on the filter paper, that is copper. This red color metal is copper metal. But this precipitate contains our iron sulphate solution. It is crystal clear. Initially, we have taken blue color solution. It is FeSO4.
लाइट कलर्ड सॉल्यूशन और ये जो आपका ये CuSO4 होता है ब्लू कलर्ड सॉल्यूशन इसको कहते हैं ब्लू विट्रियोल भी
Blue withdrawal, yes.
ठीक है याद रख लेना ओके सर
Now look.
सो एज सर वाज टेलिंग यू कि इसमें कलर चेंज हो गया हो गया ना कलर चेंज सॉल्यूशन उससे क्या पता चला
Not yellowish. It is a greenish in color.
ग्रीनिश इन कलर कि डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन हो गई
Now how now this is our filtrate that can it is water and iron sulphate. That is how can we separate the iron sulphate from this filtrate? There are many techniques. Either you can evaporate, you can boil the solution, water will evaporate and the iron sulphate will remain in it. Or there is another method. You can concentrate it. First boil it and reduce its volume 3/4 and 3/4. After that you can put it on the wash glass and keep for crystallization for an hour, 2 hours. After 2 hours, and you have to keep it. This is a wash glass, but you have to use raw-sized wash glass. When you keep it undisturbed for an hour or 2 hours, the iron sulphate, iron sulphate crystal will separate out from the solution. These are two methods. Either you boil continuously and take the iron sulphate, or undergo for crystallization. And this solution is our copper iron sulphate. And what is this metal?
Copper.
This is copper. Initially, what we have used? Iron. Initially, we have iron metal.
Iron metal.
And it will
depends
separated the copper.
Copper.
Yes, solution. That is already. We can use. Listen to me. We can use in place of copper. We can use zinc as well. How can you determine that which metal will displace which metal? Because we can identify it from the reactivity series. And we know the reactivity series is above the reactive there are highly reactive metals. And below the reactive there are low reactive metals. Above highly reactive metal displaces the low reactive metal. We know the iron. It is the top of the series. That means above the iron copper. And that means iron can displace copper, and zinc can also displace the copper. I will demonstrate you little while for this zinc or zinc. Suppose I will take copper sulphate solution in this process again, and this reaction is not so vigorous, but you can identify the reaction is taking place or not. This is our copper sulphate. I will make this solution of copper sulphate. For example, this is copper sulphate. It is only for demonstration, but I will not separate it. I will show you. What is the color of these zinc granules? It is zinc metal. This is silver color. If we insert these, its color will change. Color it change means reaction has taken place. You can see the reaction of these color of these zinc granules. They will turn into the black. The surface zinc present on the surface of the granules undergo the reaction. Is it? It was the silver. I will show you one more. This is in silver in color. It is silver in color.
Yes.
If we insert in it, its color will change into other color.
Black.
You can see this, see on these granules that how was this color?
Yes,
That is color is changing. This color changing that the surface atoms, zinc surface atoms are reacting with the copper and form the zinc sulphate solution. And this is also a displacement reaction. And you will see the how color is also disappearing from the solution. It was initially the blue color and other color is going to form. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Thus, this was all about the displacement reaction. Thank you very much.
Is it clear to everyone?